And Rec. This episode here looks, transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail, basically me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are in response to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. Let's continue on here. What was I doing? We have a person who wants to transition, most likely a male, MTF, they call him, boy that must be a girl. Who's not, the native language is not English, who's trying to say that, you don't understand how we feel, because I say you don't, lying, doing this stuff, so lying about homosexual sex, and disguising ourselves to make that lie more effective is the only way, because I say it is, it ain't, I don't, that's what's going on here. Continue on here. Problem is not that, I am the guy who they see, what they see, but I'm not be that, I'm not be that, I'm not a guy, according to the ridiculous stereotypes of what he thinks a guy is. I was born in this body, normal body. I'll learn to live with it. People in society will cheat and hurt me when I start my transition because that stuff is lies. So don't do it. But I accepted that because I don't do that for others other than the stuff you do for others. I do that for myself, how you're treated by others. Only for myself and how you're treated by others. That is a lie of the transgender lifestyle. That's only done for yourself. It's done for yourself because it's how you look to others. It's about others as well. Let's see here. Someone said, hidden, you cannot post a comment here. Someone blocked me because I was telling the truth about the transgender lifestyle. She, herself, he, himself. There is a need to transition to lie. No, there's not. I am trans, lie about my biological sex. My transition has effectively saved my life through lies. I would be years dead by now because you think you would be. If I hadn't finally accepted myself through lies and made the steps toward being myself through lies and finding my happiness through lies. I have been in transition for almost a decade, lying about my sex for almost a decade, and on hormones, poisoning yourself with hormones for over 4.5 years. The HRT is the only thing keeping me alive because I say it is. It's lies. Since it provides the badly needed estrogen, that basically makes your body look more like female. Okay. The body and brain need for survival through lies. Yes. Testosterone was and is a literal poison towards my health in excess amounts. So don't take it. Just this is regular stuff from your testicles. So bad. It can only be controlled with estrogen treatments through lies, which I'm undergoing and have been over 4.5 years through lies. And the term is transgender lies. About the end, it isn't something that just happens. It's literally born as a thing through lies. Yes. For me, like myself, it involves making the body more comfortable through lies and fitting to live in through lies. Besides, it's my life, not yours, so kindly back off. No, me being in transition, lying about my sex, making the efforts needed to be comfortable in my birth effect of a body, because it's lies, through lies. And making the efforts to be myself through lies does not affect you nor anyone else in any way, other than, of course, the testimony of how things feel better now because you've done it. Also, seeing you destroy yourself, run toward that cliff, sin, mess yourself up, bad news. You being a bigoted prick, however, does affect me, so back off and leave me alone. No. Continue on. That's a related comments. I know this is related comments to somebody. I just want to know that I know what you're going through. It sucks a lot. It's really hard living in the wrong body because you think it is wrong. Feel like you don't belong in your group when you felt that way your entire life through lies. I want to say for you, wonderful good luck out there. And I say, but no one lives in the wrong body. They don't like certain things that they have to do because of school or family tradition, but that's not everybody's fault. It's other people's fault. Someone says, have you had an actual conversation with someone transgender? Yeah. Lots of them. Like real sit down when you actually listen. Have you genuinely done extensive research? Yeah. Ask multiple people how their experiences, or just some uneducated, in our way, guess. And I have the conversation with people who believe they're transgender. It's always the same thing. They blame themselves for how people treat them. They should blame the people. They're not in the wrong body. They just are different. Go. Hey, mail. Okay, 1 second. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Okay, we got some. Someone says, this is very offensive. 1, because I'm trans. Number 2, you're gross. And 3, accept people through lies. There's number 4, there's so many reasons this is wrong. What? Transgender hate mail? Yeah. You're not acting very well about this. You're telling the truth. I accept people on who they are through lies. This is wrong. I say get on track and accept people for you. They are for you. They are. Specifically who they are. And your hate videos are messed up through truth. Someone says, I understand religion completely, but that is not but please not post hate about them. What? Let's say, sorry, my religion says lying is an abomination to the Lord. The transgender lifestyle involves lying. Yeah, it does. Next. Someone says, so true, King. Trans people don't have the transition to be trans. To lie? I personally am transitioning because it's beneficial for my mental health through lies. I will be 10 months on hormones, poisoning myself in 3 days. I don't transition for other people, other than other people. Obviously, it's my body that I want to show to other people. I'm doing it because it aligns better with who I am through lies. You want to go to work, King. I said, oh, transition is bad. It's lying about your biological sex. You need to learn to live with your body as it was born. Someone says, I'm not lying about my biological sex, capital colon D, other than male, using preferred pronouns. Those are lies. I understand the nature of my biological sex. I'm actually studying biology currently, so I definitely understand, but I'm not trying to tell anyone else that. So I'm lying. I've lived with my body since I was born and still am. I'm just receiving medical treatment, something that causes me distress daily through lies. I'm not a liar. I'm just transgender lying. So then I say, if you weren't lying, then why use different pronouns than the ones you were assigned at birth? Come on. Someone says, haha, I wasn't assigned pronouns at birth, dude, other than the ones that I was assigned at birth. When I was born out, when I came out my mom, they said, oh yeah, looked at the genitals and were like, okay, penis and testicles, give him, put him in a diaper, wrap him in a blanket, give him back to his mom. Vulva, put her in a diaper, wrap her in a blanket, give her back to her mom. Pronouns, male, penis, testicles, male, vulva, female, done. Sorry, doesn't work. Continue on here. I was assigned to sex, which has pronouns attached to it, and I know it's the truth, that truth every day. By what? How does he or she acknowledge this truth? Am I going against it? Yeah, that was what, right? About my primary and secondary sex organs cause me distress, and cause me distress through lies. And to help remedy that, I am transitioning, lying more. It doesn't work. Both socially and physically. So lying and mutilation doesn't make me a liar. Yeah, it does. Stop doing it. As people know that I am trans, but again, lying about your biological sex is lying, so yeah, don't do it. I'm not a liar because I haven't told anyone that I am comfortable with skin gender, but still, you're saying you're using the wrong pronouns. Continue on. I haven't lied about my genitals, you talked about them, as they're no one's business. No one needs to know the truth. Come on. I'm just here to live like you, man, but through lies. I say, well, you need to tell the truth about your biological sex to live like me. And you have to not transition. That's the body you get, and you have to learn to read more. Get on you. Dang it. You have to learn to live with it. Dang it. You should have, frowny faces. You should have told me that 5 years ago. But in all seriousness, here's transition doesn't affect you at all because I say it doesn't. Other than seeing a bunch of people run toward a cliff. It's like, well, you're like, no, don't go toward the cliff. You're like, who are you to say go toward this cliff? I don't understand why you're so obsessed with transgender people and what they do with their own bodies through lies, and mutilation, because it's seriously beneficial for their mental health through lies. It doesn't help them at all. If I had transition, I'd probably be dead right now because I say I would. You don't know that stuff. When you say I live like you, I mean alive and if I'm being alive and a person, I have my own goals to lie. Have you ever talked to a transgender person in real life? Online, we're just people. Have a good one, man. Cat faces, smiley face. You are people who are confused about the feelings you feel. When a feeling is you feel says something is wrong in your body, the feeling is when the body, with your body. What's that? How much do I have? A little time. Okay. You are people who are confused about your feelings you feel. When a feeling you feel says something is wrong with your body, when nothing is, the feeling is wrong. And that does affect me. I'm commanded by God to rescue those being led away to death, go back to a state towards slaughter, Proverbs 24:11. That's what I'm going to do. You said yourself that you would be dead if you didn't transition. That is not true. Those thoughts lied to you. It's like, okay, man, I would be dead because I say I would have been. If I hadn't transitioned, because the lies about what's going on with my body, would have overwhelmed me. I'm not confused because I say I'm not. Nor the fact that, that's obviously confusion. I've been lied to. I have not been lied to, other than the fact I've been lied to. And I don't need your God or you to rescue me from the stuff that's very dangerous and will totally destroy it. Has totally destroyed people. I'm not being led away to death. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Trying to solve this problem with your own strength, and it won't work. And in the end.